collections and its demo, we already know that collection is a part of variables types. Okay, so just like how the variables hold some values, here collections also hold the table. Okay, just like global variables, we can use it anywhere in our app. Okay, so here let's see how to use these collections. We can create a collection by invoking collect function in PowerApps. Okay, so and also we can visualize this collection by assigning to a data table or gallery. Since when we use this collect function, it will create a table with the records, so this table can be assigned to a data gallery, this data table and gallery. Okay, and also we can put a SharePoint list into a collection. This is a good feature here, and we can also reshape the data. Okay, so suppose using some functions like add columns, rename columns, we can do that. And here there is a limit for these collections. Suppose if you are copying some items from SharePoint list to a collection, it can add only up to 500 items. So if you want to overcome this, we need to increase the limit in the settings of the app. Okay, and we can see here the syntax. Okay, so actually collections will create a temporary space for the holding of the data. Okay, so here the syntax is collect, and we will give collection name and the records in the curly braces. Okay, so and if you want to clear this collection and add a new record, we can use clear collect. And if you want to completely remove the collection data, you can use clear. And if you want to copy or dump SharePoint list data into collection, you can write collect off and the collection name and the SharePoint list here. Okay, and also as I told you before, we can reshape the collection. Suppose you take this example mobile sales, you will display all the information as a table, and you want to add a column which will have a name as revenue and which will give the calculated value like price into quantity sold. Okay, so we can reshape a collection using the add columns. Okay, let's see all these things. Okay, now go to the PowerApps, and in the PowerApps click create. So select the canvas app from blank, and here name it as collections demo. Okay, format I'm selecting tablet. Create. So it's taking some time to load the studio. So now you got this. Skip it here, and first let's add a button on our canvas so that we can load the collection. Okay, insert and click button. I'm little bit zooming this. The button load collection. Okay, so in this on select of this button, now write the create the collection. Okay, so here create creating a collection. Now invoke the function collect. We got this collect here, and it is asking the collection name comma item. Okay, now add the collection name. So let me add my collection name as employee emp details. Okay, this is my collection name, and comma we can write record or table to collect. Okay, so I need to write a record or an item. So to write that record or a table, we need to first use this curly braces here like this. Okay, now in this curly braces define, since it will give returns a table will have columns, right? So let's define our column name here. So for employees, generally we will have employee name and name it as Bharat here. Okay, and next write the next column here. So employee age here 35. We can write like this another column, and emp skills. The skills I can give SharePoint. Okay, so now this will create a collection with the name emp details and with the columns emp name and emp age and emp skills. Okay, first let's see this how it will work. Let's load this collection now. Click preview here and click this load collection. Click it, and to check this collection is created or not, we need to go to view on the menu, and in the view we can see there is an option view collections. Click it, and now you can see collections here. It is created with the name emp details, emp age, emp name, emp skills, employee skills. Okay, so like that we can create these collections here. And now let's add multiple data. Okay, so here comma, and again write another record here. This is having a single record. Now let's add one more record for this collection. Copy this, paste here, and change the names here. And if you want to write one more, copy, skills, you can write AWS as a skill. Okay, like this we can add more columns here. Okay, now let's load this collection once again. Go to preview here and click load, and come here and go to the menu view and come to collections, and you can see again the data case, the data added Krishna and Anil, all this data added. Now there are three records here. Okay, with the column names, employee name, skills, and employee age. Okay, now so what shall we do now is like, so Now let's check how to clear this. Okay, so if you want to clear this collection, you can add here no so we will see the clear later. First we will check how to visualize this in our canvas app, how to visualize this collection here. For that I can add data table, I can add gallery on the right side. If you see gallery I can add, or I can add data table. Let's add first data table here to our canvas app. So now let's bring it down a little bit. So now add a label, visualize collection data. Okay, just okay. So now let's assign, select a data source. The data table is asking to assign a data source. So here the data source will be our collection. What is our collection? It's emp details. Okay, let's assign to it, and in the edit fields you can add one by one field here. We assigned now. Let's add field here. I can add first emp name, add it, and we can see every one by one it's forming here. Add field emp skills here. You can see skills came now, and add field emp age. Add. See, now you can see here all the data which is there in the collection is visualized here. Okay, so now let's add few more records here. So copy these record and add few more records here. emp name, Reshape. Let's give here Azure, and add one more column here, one more record here. Okay, now go to preview and load collection with the new records, and now you can see all this uh, data from the collection. Okay, so this is how we can visualize the collection data with the data table. And suppose if you want to add a gallery, you can also add that, visualize collection data with data table. This is the one data table. And if you want to check say suppose if you want to add a gallery to it, you can also add gallery now, and display the data or visualize the collection data here first. Okay, so I'm deleting this data table here, and let's preview once again this one, and this is how we can visualize the data collection data with the data table here. Okay, so now let's check how we can visualize the data with the gallery. Okay, I'm deleting this data table, or we can keep aside like this. Okay, now let's visualize the data with the gallery. Okay, with gallery control. Okay, let's add gallery from the right side. We can add a blank vertical, or we can add vertical here. Anyways, I just want to add blank vertical here first into our canvas app. Now it's came here, just no little bit here down. And now let's add a data source for this gallery. Okay, and none, and add same collection to this gallery control, and it will layout is blank now, that's why it's not showing any data. So now here we can add, here layout is there, right? Here we can add blank and title, subtitle and body. Okay, then if we add these things, so all these column values will come here now. See, now you can see, right? You can see the data right now here. Let's make it small and let's preview it once and see now. Here, this we have loaded, this is a collection data with the gallery control. Okay, so the left side one is from the data table. Okay, so now what we will do is we will clear this complete collection and try to add a new collection. Okay, for that we will take a new button here and name it as clear collection and add new data. Okay, so for that what I will do is, like I will take some, I will do some dynamic data here, functionality here. Okay, so now we have hard coded the data, the column values, right? Here this is hard coding of the data, all the CMP name, skills, age, everything. Now let's get some dynamic values from the form here. So for that I will add text input here, text input, and one more text input, and one more text input here. Okay, so what I will do is I will give a label also here for that, emp name here. Okay, control C, control V. We can add here emp skills, add one more label here with emp age. Okay, emp age. Now what we will do is, like say in the load collection, it's text. Okay, now in the load collection let's add this dynamic values. Okay, for that no need to add these many records here, just remove these records, and in the emp name here, the hard coded value, just place the name of the text box, txt input one dot text, because the text box name is in text input 1. Okay, for the we will add this emp age later here. For the employee skills, text input 2, text input 2 dot text here. Okay, so and for the emp age, text input 3 dot text. Okay, now this is we will add data to the collection dynamically now. Okay, so for that what we shall do is, if we add now, it will create a new data to the collection. Let's see whether it will add or not. And let's add name as John. Here emp skills is SQL, MS SQL, and employee age 24. Okay, load collection now, and you can see here we got MS SQL and John. And now let's go to and add here employee name Samantha, and give her something like we can say like Azure, and employee name 38. Okay, employee age 38, and add collection, add this data to the collection, and you can see you can add the collection. Okay, now I want to create a new collection with by clearing all these contents, and want to add new data. Okay, so now I will go here and I will add new names here, and once if I add, it will clears the old data and adds the new data here. Okay, so let's see how to clear the data and add the new data at the clear the collection now. Okay, so I'm writing the new names here now. Let's add here .NET and employee age 25, and I'm clearing the collection and adding this new data here. Okay, so it's not working because we have not yet given this. Okay, so here I think we forgot to add the this one. Let's add the same thing there. We forgot actually to add the collection function here. Okay, create a collection, create a new collection item, clear the clearing. First we need to clear the collection, and add a new collection item, or record. Okay, now collect, instead of collect we will invoke clear collect. Okay, so now let's go and see there. Go to preview, and now I'm adding this new name Anirudh, employee emp skills.net, and employee 25. It will, if I click this clear collection and add new data, it will clear all this John and Samantha old data, and it will add Anirudh and .net 25. See it now. See now, new data came here. Okay, like this it will work. This clear collect will remove the data records from the collection and add these new one. Okay, so So this is how clear collect will work, and you can, if you want to completely clear this data, you can add one more button here. Add one more button here and name it as clear collection. Okay, so now let's go to the preview. First we will add this here. We need to invoke clear of, it is asking the collection name. So what is the collection name? EMP details is our collection name. Okay, now let's save this first. We actually forgot to save this app, and let's see now. So it's saving now, and let's go back here to this, and let's check here the preview. And now you can see, if I click this clear collection, it will clear all the data. See now, it's clear all the data here. There is no data in the collection. If you want to see, you can also go to the menu here and click view and go to collections, and you can see empty data is here. To empty the collection, we need to use clear function. Okay, so this is how some things which will work with collections. And suppose if you want to know the count of the items in the collection, we can add a label here. Insert some functions also work with the collections, like this say bring this here, and if you want to see the count of the collection, so in this text you can write here count, and Ctrl C Ctrl V. The next items count, we can write like items count here. This count we can give count of a source. Source means a column of values to count. So here we can give employee details, and let's single column, right here, comma, you can write emp name here. Okay, so like this, let's check how it will come now. Go to preview. So I'm loading this data here, and but nothing is coming here. Items count, let me add John SharePoint, age 38, 37, and add load collection, and we're adding collection, but here items count is not coming. Let's check what is the problem here, and let's see the problem, what's whether we can use this same count of employee details, or we need to add one more count. Any other function is available to count the rows. Count rows. Okay, so count rows of source, I can give employee details here, and now we will get the rows count. See here, items rows count. Rows count are like, it's a records count items. Okay, so if I add one more here, and seqr etl and age 32, and I can see here, you can see here item count 3 now. Okay, so with some of the things we can create collections, clear collections, and add new data, clear collection, and we check how we added this. We can also count the number of records in a collection. Okay, now let's see something about reshaping the data. So since this collection will return the output of the data as a table, we can also use some functions to reshape this data here. So let's see how to do that. For that, uh, what we need to do is take I will take here hard coded value. So I'm removing these things here. I'm removing these things, deleting these things, and now in the load collection I will hard code a table name here. So in the PowerPoint we have seen we got a example here, clear collect these things, right? Take this and come to this here, add here. Okay, so now add the name of the collection name is mobile sales. It is not recognized. Okay, let's add something here. There is some double quotes after copying. Okay, so let's solve this here. And here I'm creating a collection uh, with the table name, with the table and the column names as brand, price, and quantity sold here. Okay, let's check this first. Go to preview and create this collection first. I'm loading this collection here. I click load and nothing is coming now. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so we are giving a new name to the collection. So okay, anyways, first let's delete all these buttons here. And we have loaded this new collection, mobile sale. Go to the view and check here, mobile sale. We got the data, right? We need to assign this collection for this data table now. Mobile sales data and edit fields. You can add fields, brand, flavor, brand we can add, or we need to check once is there any problem here. Okay, brand, and we can add here brand only. So same names must be there in the columns here. Okay, so let's clear collect this one, and first come here and load collections and go to the view and go to the collections and see here brand, okay, price, all these things is there. Okay, so here little bit of we need to add exactly. So here unit price 16,000, quantity sold 35. Okay, quantity everything is there. Collections, go to check here, quantity unit price, something it came now. Okay, let's delete here this price and name it as price only. So now let's add one more time, load collection. We need to give all the column names as same here. Okay, or else we will get an error. Here go to the collections, and now we created this collections now, and let's assign this collection to the data table here. Mobile sales, replace columns and add column one by one. Brand, price, quantity sold, add. Okay, now we got this data here. Let's remove this gallery control, it's not required now. For visualizing, just we will use this data table. Okay, items count, we will get this items count by here. Mobile sales, items count also not necessary here now. Delete this. So now I loaded a new collection with new data here about all the mobiles, Apple, Nokia, Samsung. Now I will reshape this collection by adding add columns, rename columns. What I'm doing is I'm reshaping or restructuring the table in the collection here. Okay, so for that let's go here and create new collection. Okay, so control C and copy this new collection, and I'm writing here, I am taking the new button here, load reshaped. Okay, collection. In this code I'm writing the clear collect mobiles calculated, add columns mobile sales, and I'm adding the revenue price. So let's check here, and we will visualize the data with the new data table. Visualize collection data with data table, right? We will control C, control E, yeah. We will assign a new data table after reshaping. Okay, so now add one more data table here and make it as mobiles collect calculated here. Bring little down here, and let's go preview it and load reshaped columns collection. Now you can see, okay, no problem, this is not required here already. You will see here load reshaped column, and here we need to add a, what is the name of this mobile sales, right? And let's see mobile sales revenue, price and quantity sold. Okay, let's click on load reshaped collection and go here in the view, in the collections, go here and you can see new collection has created with mobiles calculated, and you can also see brand, Apple, price, quantity, all those things have created now. Okay, like this we can reshape. We can add one more column, extra column here without disturbing the table. Here we have not disturbed any kind of table data here. The same table will be there, and we just added a new column with the calculated revenue here. Like that we can use the say these add columns here. This is completely about collections, and in the next lesson we will explore more topics on the Power Apps. Thanks for watching.